So, unless you've been living in a rock or under a rock, you've seen the recent videos and outrage and just utter disgusting behavior that has taken place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Um, it's not unlike events that have happened in the past, and outrage is absolutely necessary for all of these things. But in this instance, it's so blatant and it's so unconscionable that these police officers felt that it was okay to do what they did. It's not okay. It's never been okay. You know, I looked at that video. I watched it. I actually watched it a couple times, right? The videos, because there's other videos that came out showing that George Floyd was cooperating for the most part. What he did was a misdemeanor, basically, low level offense. This is not something worth killing somebody over. He didn't have a weapon. He didn't have anything that posed a threat to anyone's life. So I watched those videos, and I don't know how anybody can't be moved by that. I don't understand how anybody can't have empathy and can't understand why this is messed up. Okay? I don't understand anybody that comes out their mouth and says, "Oh, it's we need to come together and kumbaya and blah blah blah." No. Okay? This is not the time for platitudes. This is not the time for thoughts and prayers. How many times have we heard thoughts and prayers? That foolishness. Okay? This is not the time for, oh, we need to forgive and be good Christians and all of that. No. This is a moment of necessary outrage. Okay? This is a moment where you need to protest, where protests need to happen. Okay? I'm happy to see that the police department took action quickly. I'm happy to see that the mayor has come out and vehemently called for further action and has not condoned any of the action taken by those officers. And it's really a hit to the community. It's a hit to the African American community, to people of color. And if you think that because you're brown, or that you're, light skin, whatever you want to call yourself, okay? If you think that something like that can't happen to you, you need to think again, okay? There is a reason why Black mothers and fathers prepare their children for the life ahead. And as sad and as messed up as that is, that's the reality, okay? This is the world in which we live. If you're in the United States, okay? Racism is all over the place. It's in a number of places around the country, around the world, in different forms, okay? But we have a systemic problem here, okay? This is not just about racism. It's a huge component of this, but it is the way in which the police view people of color. Okay? They wouldn't do that to somebody that wasn't Black, that was, white, preppy, whatever it is. Oh, we'll give you a pass, no problem, blah 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 blah. Yeah, and some of you out there may say, oh, this is race baiting and this is what. No, listen, this is the reality of the world in which we live. You can't run around saying, oh, oh, I don't see color. I don't see color. Blah, blah, blah. Rainbows and puppy dogs and kittens running across the screen. No, no, no. That's not real. That's not real life. Okay. That's not people that are in a state of struggle. Okay. Now we're not talking about like slavery back in the day or any of that. Even Jim Crow. Like Jim Crow is like not that far off from our current existence, right? We're talking about right now. The fact that yes, Black Lives Matter and still haven't been taken into consideration after all of the crazy stuff that has been going on over the last 20 years. Let's say 20 years. Okay? It's still something that people are not acknowledging, recognizing, and changing their behavior so these things don't happen again and again and again. Okay? This is by far the most egregious thing that we've seen in some time. I'm glad that we have the video. Okay, I'm glad that we have the video. I want to see body cam video, to be honest. What would be the shock? Shock of all shocks. Oh, it was malfunctioning. Oh, it was turned off. We'll see. Okay, but I'm not a proponent of violence. So, with all these riots and protests and stuff like that, you're going to have bad actors. That's how it goes. You're going to have people that are going to go out there and they're going to loot and stuff like that. That's not the right way to go about this. This is not the time for that. The whole point of protesting is to bring to light the injustice and to call for action. Okay? So suffice it to say, I hope that things go the way they need to go. Because as we've seen throughout the course of history, that it seems like they go out of their way to make the victim, the dead person, look like the bad guy. Okay? And no one is debating the fact that, okay, there were some dicey things that were happening that he was doing. There's that forgery thing that was happening. Okay, fine. Yes, he messed up for that. And yes, there's an accountability aspect about that. But he did not deserve to die. Okay? He did not deserve to have a knee in his neck. Okay? He did not deserve to have the smug and disgusting behavior. The dude had his hands in his pockets smirking. Really? Like, he has a history of doing things like this while he's on the force. Like, come on. Really? Like, get with the people. Get with it. This has me tight. Okay? I don't normally get tight about things, but we're in the middle of a pandemic. And I was saying to myself just a few days ago, oh, we haven't seen anything in a while, like anything like high profile, anything going on, that's great. That's great. People are staying in the houses, they're calm, whatever. And then this happens, So we need justice. We need to protest. And I have nothing against anybody protesting. Don't be violent about it, guys. Don't be violent, okay? That's just going to put a red mark on all of these efforts. But these people need to be held accountable. I don't care about your comfort. I don't care about, you tried to order some stuff, some delivery food, and screw your delivery food. Let you starve. Go ahead. Starve. Bye. Okay? Yeah, no. Black people, okay? It's okay to stew in your outrage right now. It's okay to embrace that, because when stuff like this happens, it really feels like we're at war. Okay? In case you didn't realize, I'm a person of color. I'm a Black woman. There's no excuse for this. There is no excuse for this. And in today's society, in we're in Trump's America. So people have been given license to be as loose as they want with their racism, to be as loose as they want with their disgusting behavior. And you know what? This is why we need to vote. This is why we need to gather some sense of normalcy and get these sort of elements in our society out. This is what holds us back. This is what takes away from us and steals our potential prosperity and our potential livelihood and our ability to just live like human beings. How many times do we have to say it? Black lives matter, okay? They matter, okay? We're not saying that we're better than anybody else, but we should be on the same level playing field as everyone else. Why is that a difficult concept for people to understand? Why is it that people feel like it's okay to be this way? I'm tired. I'm tired. I know you are, people. I know you are. My Black brothers and sisters out there. Like, I know you're tired too. I'm tired. We'll see what happens. I'll be watching this very, very closely. I don't even know what else to say.